This is Sid and Friends in the Morning.
77 WABC.
This is Justin Ellick once again live from the St. Francis Summer Classic, where for the second time this week, Sid Rosenberg's Blue Bears had to play without their head coach, with Sid in Milwaukee for the RNC. Assistant coach Ryan Moran took the lead for the second time this week. Sid's Blue Bears enjoyed an easy 57-40 win, improving to a league best 4-1 on the season. But the bigger story was Sid's son Gabriel Rosenberg, who midway through the second half launched an 18-foot shot from beyond the arc and hit nothing but net. It was Gabe's first points of the season and his summer career, and the team celebrated Gabe along with the win. From Bell Harbor, I'm Justin Ellick at the St. Francis Summer Classic.
Some days are diamonds, some days are rocks, some doors are open, some roads are blocked.
My boy Gabriel is so proud of him. Doctor said he ain't never going to play ball. Okay, Doc, 3-pointer last night, team wins. I love your son. Wish I was there to see it. I'll be back coaching on Monday because I am still in Milwaukee, day 4. And anytime I'm talking about President Trump or Israel, there's one person who is, well, dear to both, certainly dear to me, and that is my dear friend Siggy Flicker, who's here from Boca, the Hamptons, now in Milwaukee, to see her friend President Trump on stage later on tonight. Siggy, good morning, sweetheart. How are you?
Good morning. Boker Tov, Sid, my favorite angel. How are you?
I'm great, and I'm glad you're here. First of all, I must mention your friend, Michelle Lubins, who started the Jexit group down in South Florida, Jews exiting the Democrat Party. I know you're very involved in that, too. And to see Michelle on the floor as an actual Florida delegate, how about that, Siggy?
Well, how about this? All the Jexit women are on the floor. All the Jexit women are in the headlines. Jews exiting the Democrat Party is no longer something that one or two people are doing. They're leaving in bundles. They realize that the Democrat Party no longer serves them. They realize that the Democrat Party has abandoned them. It's like, when you want to, before I was, part of Jexit and doing what I'm doing now, I was a matchmaker. And I always said, listen, a man's rejection is God's protection. So to all the Jews out there who are still part of the Democrat Party, they've rejected you. But it's really Hashem protecting you, saying, come over to the light.
Yes.
To the side that loves you, to the side that you see last night. Well, first of all, so let me just say, I'm here today, yes, for my friend President Trump, but more importantly, I'm here for Alina Habba. All eyes should be on Alina Habba now. I am telling you that she's speaking tonight. Her speech is going to be over the top. Yeah. And as my best friend and as somebody who has, done tremendous work for this country as a patriot, 40-year-old patriot, who busts her tuchus trying to help this country, I'm in awe. I don't know how to speak when I see this young generation. I mean, she's J.D. Vance's age. I mean, look at our new vice president is 39 years old.
I know, but I want to stick with the women because you mentioned Alina, who I saw yesterday, and I have to thank you because my relationship with Alina has gotten a heck of a lot better because you're friends with Alina, so thank you for that. But I had a conversation earlier with Jacqueline Toberoff, and, last night she was at the on the floor with A.J. Katzimatidis. She was out there with people like Caitlin Sinclair, people like Emily Austin, Ina Vernikov. You're mentioning Alina Habba. You're a young lady, Michelle. All these young women, all I heard for years was that women hate Donald Trump. Women hate Donald Trump. And all I see are young, attractive, talented women in Milwaukee who love President Trump, including you.
It's 100%, because guess what? We no longer believe, well, I've never believed the fake news media, but something in the American, especially with women, snap, they're said, wait a second. Everything you've thrown at this man hasn't worked. At the end of the day, what do we care about, really? It's not our Gucci bags. It's not our Louis Vuitton shoes. It's our children. And our children are not safe in America today. This is why more and more women are saying, wait a second, you told us that he was a sexist. He was this. He was a cheater. But meanwhile, all you Democrats out there, all you hypocrites out there who are listening right now, you voted twice for a man who did something in the Oval Office with Monica Lewinsky, and he lied about it, and you voted for him not once, but you voted for him twice. I do not care what politicians do when the doors are closed. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in safety for the American people, law and order. And when our children are being bullied and harassed on college campuses, when our children are afraid to wear their Jewish stars on the streets of New York City, you know we've got a big problem. I'm sorry, I have no filter, and I just want to get to the point. Sid, it is time for all of America to unite right now and say, okay, listen, we've been burned. We've been lied to. We were told that this man who just took a bull, Elohim saved this man. Am Yisrael chai kapara ani ala am sheli. Elohim saved this man because Elohim chose this man for such a time as this. And the other side has kicked, and they have spit, and they have thrown rocks. Nothing, Teflon done. He is standing strong for the American people. He is surrounded by 5 beautiful children who could all spell mom, dad, and Bob backwards. His grandchildren are around him. Sid, it's just so beautiful. I mean,
it is.
It's just so beautiful.
And to see Kai speak last night, and I love Lara. She spoke 2 nights ago, and he's going to speak tonight. But you mentioned the fact that you were a matchmaker. Why did Patty Stanger have that job on Bravo and not you? But listen, I hate to say this because I know you don't love this part of your history. But there are still a lot of people in New York that remember you, Siggy Flicker, as one of the stars on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And they go, wait a second, that's Siggy from The Housewives? How in a million years is she now so close, and this is true, folks, so close that she can call Trump, he calls her, he has as much confidence in you as anybody in the country. How the hell did that happen?
I'm going to tell you how that happened. You see, when you plan, God laughs. I had a matchmaking show on VH1. It was called Why Are You Still Single? It was amazing. And from that, Jacqueline Loretta called me up and said, Siggy, they need you on Housewives. The show is dark. They have the star of the show coming out of jail. The husband's going into jail. They need energy and light. And I, at first, said, are you out of your mind? Right. But then I said, Siggy, when you plan, God laughs. I tried to do 2 seasons and bring light to the show. And I learned all about selective editing, false narratives, and fake storylines. I learned about how producers whisper in people's ears to try to get reactions and try to cause toxic energy and drama. And I said, wow, reality TV is everything but reality. And you know what? Those 2 years that I was Siggy Flicker, that they put me through the ringer on that show, Sid, made me even stronger, even better. So when Alina Habba took me and introduced me to President Trump, we had something in common because everything they're doing to that man today and they've done in the past, I can now relate to. So I know that they selective edit everything he says. They take a bit to try to make the American public think that he's this way, but they're not giving you the full content of it. I see what they do to him with the fake storylines. They repeat lie after lie, and they think that somebody dumb enough in Idaho is going to actually repeat it and believe it. It's not working anymore.
No.
So yesterday, Alina Habba says, Siggy, come with me right now. We're going to see the greatest president in the history of America. And when I saw his face, and I said, oh, my God, you took me for a scare on Saturday. On Saturday, I felt like I was going to be in the hospital. I couldn't breathe on Saturday. Thank God. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Toda Rabbah. And he just looks so good. And he looks so happy. And he's really, really happy that he's got unity now.
Yes,
the whole Republican Party is behind him, and you had Nikki Haley and Rubio and everybody who went against him, who maybe didn't like him, including J.D. Vance in the beginning. It's showing people can change their minds.
Well, not only that, but it shows you more importantly, and don't forget, I voted for Hillary in 2016. He knows that. He still loves me. That he's a very forgiving guy. He doesn't care what J.D. Vance said in 2019 or what Nikki said a month ago. By the way, Sergio Gore just walked by and he said that you missed a fundraiser last night.
Oh, Sergio, Sergio is one of my best friends, one of the greatest guys. Now, he had me and Alina coming to a fundraiser last night, but I was walking around. I'm here to support Alina Habba. I couldn't get on the plane. When I was on the plane, I was jumping up and down in my Trump Force jacket that Alina gave me. I'm jumping up. I couldn't get on. She's had interview after interview after interview, and Benny, and then she did a skit with Charlie Kirk and Eric
Yeah, I
Trump.
saw that. Yeah, it's great.
I'm sitting here just in awe. I feel like she's my child. I mean, I'm 20 years older than her. Thank God I had 2 facelifts. I can still keep up a little bit. But I'm walking around with
I got to tell you, well, I just saw a picture. I got to run, but Johnny Tobacco just sent me a picture. You're on his right, and Alina Habba is on his left, and you don't look 20 years older. I can promise you that, Siggy. I'm going to see you on the floor later on tonight, right? You'll be out there on the floor?
100%. I'm going to be there with Alina's husband and her best friend, Victoria, and we will be cheering on Alina Habba and the greatest president in the history of the world, Donald John Trump.
Perfect ending. Siggy, you're beautiful. You're great. Can't wait to see you later. And I love what you're doing for the United States, for President Trump, for Israel, all of it. God bless you. I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you. Bye-bye.
Siggy Flicker. She'll be on stage later on tonight.